Hello, my sweet friends. It's nice to see you again. Come along and read with me. It's my favorite place to be when Raggedy Auntie reads. Hello, my sweet friends. Welcome back to the Book Nook. I'm Raggedy Auntie, and I had such an adventure that I want to tell you about. Now, a lot of us are right now spending time at home or getting ready to go back to school wearing masks and staying safe, which is very important. But sometimes it's nice to have an adventure in our heads. And I remember a time when I went to the circus. Have you ever been to the circus? It is so much fun to go to the circus and see all the performers on the high wire, that's what some people call the tightrope, or on a trapeze. Now, you might not know this, but I know some people who know how to do all of the different things that they do at the circus. Those are called circus arts. I know someone who can juggle and ride a unicycle. I know someone who can do the trapeze. And my own auntie used to do the high wire. Now we're gonna meet some of those people and we're gonna read some great books about the circus. Joining me today is Auntie Pearl, and we are going to read you our first book. Let's read. Our first book today is right behind me. It's called The Circus Surprise. It's written by Ralph Fletcher and illustrated by Vladimir Vagin. Ralph Fletcher dedicates this book to Santiago with all my love. And Vladimir says, to dear brothers Jamie and Luke Buss. Every year, Mom and Dad surprised Nick on his birthday. Last year, they took him to a professional basketball game, and Nick got to sit on the bench with the players. The year before that, they all went to a rodeo. He wondered what this year's surprise would be. We're taking you to the circus, Mom said. Yes, Nick said. He clapped his hands and leapt into the air. The circus. Nick had never been to the circus, and he didn't want to miss a single thing. There were sword swallowers and trapeze artists, men with huge muscles and terrifying tattoos. Clowns with enormous feet and monkeys wearing funny clothes. Cages with lions and cages with trained elephants. And cotton candy. Now, it used to be that circuses had trained animals, but since then, a lot of circuses have stopped using animals so that those animals could go back to the wild. Nick followed his nose and pushed through the crowd of people until he got close to the cotton candy machine. A woman took a paper cone and swirled it around and around the inside of the machine. Soon, she had a big sugary mass of blue fluff. Nick's stomach growled. His mouth began to water. Dad, will you buy me one? He asked, looking up. But instead of Dad, a stranger looked down at Nick. Oh no, Nick said. His heart started beating hard. He tried to remember what Dad and Mom had told him to do if he ever got lost. 1, ask someone you can trust, like a policeman, for help. 2, stay in one place. Don't run off. 3, Don't panic. But Nick panicked. He ran every which way trying to find Mom and Dad. The more he ran, the more lost he got. Finally, he stopped at the lion cages. The lions stared at him, licking their lips. Nick couldn't help himself. He started crying. Here's a secret. Lions lick their lips a lot, just like cats that stay in a house. Hey there, a voice boomed out from way up high. Are you lost? Nick looked up and saw a clown on stilts. The clown had a green face. I can't find my mom and dad. Nick wiped his eyes. Hey, don't worry, the clown said. I've helped hundreds of kids find their parents, thousands. But hey, I'll need your help. What's your name? Nick? Nick, the clown said. Can you climb a ladder on the back of that cage? Oh, I don't know, Nick said. It's pretty high. You can do it, the clown told him. If you can make it to the top of the ladder, I'll do the rest. Well, okay, Nick said. He started climbing. Here we go, the clown said. He reached over and lifted Nick up, up, up. The clown slid Nick into a snug little pouch on his back. Nick grabbed the clown's shoulders and looked down. I'm gonna fall, he cried. No, you won't, the clown told him. I've been walking on stilts for 20 years. You are perfectly safe with me. I bet he'll be able to see his parents from being way up high like that. Man, that's cool. I want to go on a piggyback ride on stilts. And it made me turn the book upside down. Nick couldn't believe how high he was. He shut his eyes so he wouldn't have to look down. Attention, please, the clown yelled through the megaphone. I've got a boy who is worried about his lost parents. Nick thought that was funny. His parents weren't lost, he was. Hey, Nick, the clown said. Look at those kittens over there. Nick opened his eyes a crack. The clown was pointing at the lion cage. Those aren't kittens, Nick said. Those are lions. They sure look like kittens from up here, the clown said. They look hungry too. Somebody better give those little tiny kittens a big bowl of milk. Nick smiled. Look, the clown said. I see a spider hanging from a web, and I don't like spiders. This time, the clown pointed at a monkey dangling from a rope. That's not a spider, Nick said. That's a little monkey. It looks like a creepy crawly spider, the clown said. Let's get out of here. Nick giggled too. The clown started walking on his long legs. Nick held on tight. He felt dizzy being so far off the ground. Will you look at those ants, the clown said, pointing. Those aren't ants, Nick said. They're people. They sure look like ants from up here, the clown said. If my pet anteater was here, he'd slurp them all up. And then he'd burp. That's what he does. Slurp and burp. Slurp and burp. This time, Nick laughed so hard. They walked near a man who was holding a fiery torch. The man lifted the flaming torch to his head. Then he opened his mouth and swallowed the fire. Wow, Nick said. It was fun being so high up in the air. He had the best view of everything. Then he remembered about being lost. Oh, but what if I never see my mom and dad again? Oh, hey, we'll find them, the clown said. Attention, attention, please. I have a boy named Nick who is extremely worried about his parents, who are lost. You and I make a terrific team, the clown said. Would you like to join the circus? I could teach you how to walk on stilts. Before Nick could answer, he saw two people pushing through the crowd. That's them, Nick cried. Mom! Dad! I'm up here! Nick? Dad and Mom cried. Hooray! The clown shouted. He took Nick over to the same ladder that he had used before. Nick climbed out of the little backpack and down the ladder until he was folded into a double hug between Mom and Dad. You are a sight for sore eyes, Dad said. Mom kissed him 10 times. She smiled at the clown. The clown smiled back. Hey, Nick, you sure you don't want to join the circus? Nick looked at Mom and Dad. Maybe when I'm older. Okay, the clown winked. Hey, watch your parents so they don't get lost again. Bye, Nick. Bye. He waved and watched the clown walk away on his stilts. I'm hungry, Nick said. Can I get some cotton candy? Okay, Mom said with a smile. Can I get the extra jumbo size? Sure thing, Dad said, but we have to hurry or we'll miss the show. As they hurried to the cotton candy machine, Nick held his mom's hand, and Dad's too. Were you scared? Mom asked. Nope, Nick said. He thought for a moment. Well, a tiny bit. How did it feel being so high up? Dad asked. Oh, it was cool. I felt like the tallest basketball player in the whole wide world. The end. This book was a wonderful book about the circus. We learned that there's sometimes animals, sometimes there's people that swallow fire, and there's always somebody helpful. This time it was a clown on stilts. We also learned just what to do if we get lost. Now, the circus is a very crowded place, and sometimes you might get lost if you're not holding someone's hand. So I'm going to find those things that we do when we get lost and review them. These are Nick's instructions for what to do if you get lost. Ask someone you can trust for help. In this case, that someone found him, and it was that clown, but usually a policeman or somebody with a uniform is the best person to ask. Stay in one place and don't run off, and don't panic. But as Nick learned, that's easier said than done. But hey, he had a great time at the circus. Let's go meet someone new.
Hello, my name is Andrew. I am going to be talking to you guys a little bit about juggling and my story of how juggling happened. I remember growing up as a kid, I used to always try. I'd grab tennis balls, whatever, and I was okay, never really did any good. What happened was when I was in high school, my freshman year of high school, there was a club that met, and it was a juggling club, and we met once a week before school for an hour, and in that club we juggled for an hour before school started. And I just kind of, time went on, and I just kept going every week all the way through all 4 years of high school. And I just got better and better and learned to juggle with different things. And that's where I am now. I learned to juggle all sorts of things, bags, rings, clubs. I learned how to unicycle too, which you guys will get to see. And just kind of did it all together, and it was a lot of fun. We went to different schools to show kids about juggling, and it was just a lot of fun. I enjoy juggling still to this day.
Now here's Andrew juggling. He's juggling 3 very colorful balls. Oh, and he changes up his pattern of juggling to throw them very, very high. Oh, look, he's juggling with one hand now. Well, oh my goodness, he is picking up a unicycle, which is that bike with just one wheel. He sits on top of the wheel, and he can turn a great big circle on that unicycle. Look at him go. Oh my goodness, he is juggling and riding this unicycle. Oh my goodness. Well, he's turning around and coming back now. Hello again, Andrew.
Wow, Andrew, that is so neat. Thank you so much for showing us your amazing circus skills. I wonder, can I learn to juggle? I have a triceratops, a unicorn, and an owl. Let me see. How did he do it? One hand, then another. Oh goodness.
Let's sing. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Oh, that was fun. I wonder what's coming up next. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. Oh my goodness, I love stomping my feet. I wonder what's coming up. Let's see. If you're happy and you know it, dance around. If you're happy and you know it, dance around. If you're happy and you know it, and your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, dance around. I love dancing. You think we can put them all 3 together? I think we can. If you're happy and you know it, do all 3. If you're happy and you know it, do all 3. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, do all 3. This was fun!
What an amazing day this was. We got to meet Andrew and see his amazing circus skills. Nick taught us a little bit about what to do if we get lost in a crowd and showed us what's at a circus. And now we have one more book left. Oh, and don't forget, we had a great time singing. Let's read that last book.
Time to read.
Our last book is called Little Pearl's Circus World. It was written by my friend Charmain Zimmerman Brackett, and it's the true story of her great-grandmother, Pearl Clark Lacoma. It's illustrated by Erica Postecki. I love it when the circus comes to town. It's so exciting. When the circus arrives, there's a big parade. Music from the Calliope wagon calls everyone outside to watch the clowns, acrobats, and animals make their way down the dusty Main Street. People clap and cheer. They wave at me and I wave back to them. My name is Pearl. The newspapers call me Little Pearl. I've been performing in my papa's circus show since I was 4. People are excited to see the circus. There's not a lot of entertainment, especially in small towns in the early 20th century. That's the 1900s. People come to the big top to see the show. Sometimes they bring picnics with them so they can spend the whole day with us. The big top is what people call a circus tent. And the calliope is the instrument that you hear a lot. And you know what? I'll play a little bit of calliope music and show you a picture of a calliope right here. People call my dad ML. That's short for Mac Lauren. I call him Papa. His circus is named after him. It's the M.L. Clark and Sons combined shows. Papa loves horses. Before he started the circus, he owned a ranch in Texas. Horses are very important to the circus. I have a white horse I ride on in the parade, and I also ride him into the ring when I get ready to perform. I'm what they call a contortionist. I have a hard time saying that word, but that's what they put in the newspaper about me. I don't remember when I started doing tricks. I'm really flexible. I can bend over backward and I can stand on my head. I can keep my balance on a ball too. Because I can do all of that, the newspapers called me the Boneless Wonder. Ooh. Since I'm in the main tent with my act, I get to wear all kinds of pretty costumes. I get to wear feathers in my hair too. I like those. My mama buys ballet slippers for me to wear. They have pretty ribbons that tie around the ankles. Papa and Mama say I'm a natural born performer. I love being in front of people. Hearing them clap makes me smile. I know that I did something to make them happy. I can sing and dance too. I think I get that from Mama. She sang and danced on stage with her family before she met Papa. Little Pearl is showing off all of her fancy costumes. We have all kinds of wild animals in our circus. People call that a menagerie. We have black-maned lions, elephants, jaguars, pumas, dogs, a camel, a llama, and lots of horses traveling with the show. There are about 200 horses with the show. Some are performers and some are workhorses. We need them to help pull the circus wagons that carry the animals and the props we need for the show. So when Little Pearl had her circus, they mostly used trains and horses to get where they were going. The circus wagons are our homes when we travel. There aren't a lot of places like hotels for us to stay. We go to many small towns. We sleep in the wagons at night. When I get bigger, I will have a wagon of my own. Pearl is showing us the animals in the circus. My favorite one is this little dog right here with a collar on, dancing. I'm not the only performer in the circus. We have clowns and musicians, but some of the animals perform too. I love the animals, especially the elephants. One of the elephants is named Mina. People love her. She's the biggest elephant in the circus. She's 11 feet tall and weighs 12,000 pounds. Even though she's big, I think Mina could be a dancer. She can stand on a tub and balance on two of her legs. Then she balances on the other legs. She makes me laugh. She's fun to watch. And remember, elephants don't perform in circuses anymore, but this circus was around over 100 years ago. Mina and the other elephants are fun to watch when they aren't performing too. The circus travels a lot. When we're in places with rivers and lakes, the elephants love to play in the water. They take the water in through their trunks and spray it in the air. They make a sound like a trumpet. I'd love to be in the water with them. Sometimes they don't want to leave. Mina likes the other elephants, but her best friend is Mose, the camel. They go everywhere together. And in this picture, you can see Mina the elephant, and there's Mose right behind her. The elephants are helpful too. Traveling on dirt roads can be hard, especially when it rains. The wheels of the wagons get stuck in thick mud, and the elephants help push the wagons. When we get to town, sometimes a field will have to be cleared of tree stumps. The elephants are so strong, they can pull tree stumps out of the ground with no problem at all. They also help raise the poles of the big tent. Wow, elephants are strong. Not only are elephants smart and helpful, they are curious. One time, the elephants decided they wanted to take a walk and explore a new place that we visited. I guess they were hungry that morning. They found a little house near a farm. Breakfast must have smelled good. One of the elephants reached his trunk in the open window and helped himself to their food. I wish I could have seen the faces of that family. They must have been really surprised. Papa had to pay them for their breakfast and for some of the corn the elephants trampled. Oh, he gave them tickets and they did come to see the show. Can you imagine having breakfast and an elephant reaching in and taking food off of your plate? I'm so happy to be a part of the circus with my family. I don't ever want to leave it. When I get older, I'm gonna fly through the air on a trapeze and I'll be able to see all of the people looking up at me. My circus world is an exciting place. The end. Now, I have some pictures in the back of this book of the real Mina, the real Mose the camel, and the real Pearl Clark Lacoma. Little Pearl, that's her right there. And here's a picture of Mina. And just below her, you can see Mose the camel. Thanks for going to the circus with me today. I had so much fun, and I'm so glad I know what to do when I get lost now. Thanks, Nick. I hope that you stay happy, stay healthy, and keep reading. Bye-bye.
Stay happy, stay healthy, keep reading. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep reading. Until the day comes we meet again. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep reading, my friend.